of an investor. When an entrepreneur looks forward for raising funds, he or she will have to invite the investors, and the investors look at the business plan, and they say that, okay, this plan is not acceptable, reason being the forecast or the estimated financial affairs are not very healthy. Or they may say that this is a good uh, plan because the product is going to give us a good return or high return on our investment. Keeping all these things in mind, the pro forma is to be made very carefully. Then we talk about the loan or investment proposal. The loan or investment proposal section of a business should state the purpose of financing, the amount requested, the mode of and plan of repayment. The investor needs an attractive exit strategy as well. So, when we are making this plan, we should be very realistic, and a timetable should be given so that the proposed plan can be easily financed by people other than the investor himself or the entrepreneur himself. Okay. Now we talk about what lenders or investors look in a business plan. There are 5 C's of credit which are important to investors and lenders with a business plan. Number one, the capital. Number one, the capital. A small business must have a stable capital base before any lender will grant a loan. Investors also want to make sure entrepreneurs have invested enough of their own money into the business to survive the startup period. You know, this means that the basic finance or the basic capital being placed by the entrepreneur himself or herself should be sufficient enough to start the business and survive in the short run. Short run means that at least a year or so. And then in the longer run, they want investment, they want participation and support from an investor. That investor may be a bank, that investor may be a lending company or financial institution. So they want to make sure that the finance or the investment they are going to do will not be going waste, or it will not drawn in the overall market. Second important thing is capacity. Capacity means the cash flow. What is the cash flow? What is the liquidity of this company? Lenders expect a business to pass a test of liquidity. When we say pass a test of liquidity, that means how much this company is sound and what is the cash inflow and how the cash outflow is taking place. Then we talk about collateral. Collateral is that element or that asset which an entrepreneur pledges to a lender as a security for the repayment of loan. For example, if you want to take loan from a bank, they may ask you to give them something as a guarantee. Sometimes this guarantee is personal guarantee, but in many cases, it is through maybe a piece of land or machinery. These are highly liquid. That means when they are like cash. So the investor, maybe a bank or financial institution, what they do, they keep it with them as a guarantee against the finance they are placing to you. Or now, as you know, that National Bank finances against gold as well. So you give gold as a guarantee or as a collateral for the loan you are willing to take. Character. But before putting money in a small business, lenders and investors must be satisfied with the owner's character. Lender and investors know that most of the small businesses fail because of poor management. So they want to make sure that the investment is not going to waste and it will not be drawn, rather it will sail and it will be returned and refunded as the payment plan is. The character of the entrepreneur is such that the entrepreneur is strong enough in repaying the loan, right? The fifth point which a lender is looking for is the condition. The conditions surrounding a loan request also affect the owner's chances of receiving funds. That means you have applied for loan at that part of the year when the loans are almost exhausted. So apply for loan well in time and look at the condition that which bank you are approaching, what is the condition of the bank, are they ready or willing to give you loan against the collateral, or they are ready to accept the personal guarantees, or whatever you do, the bank will not give you funds at this stage because of certain budget constraints or because of certain monetary policies or the banking policies made or declared by the State Bank of Pakistan. So, while you are applying for a loan, you must keep in mind the overall condition of the economy and the loaning facilities which are being available. Then another very important part, especially in today's world, is making a business plan presentation. How do you present? In recent years, investors become more interested in face to face interaction rather than a formal written plan. A smart entrepreneur uses PowerPoint presentations to elaborate his or her new venture to impress the lenders or investors. A presentation should essentially discuss the five basic points. Here I am discussing six because I have added visual aids also. What does your company do? This is very important, and your slides must tell them, maybe by using some pictures, maybe by using figures and statistics, that what your company do, the advantages, the features of your company and goods and services. You have to discuss that, you have to put it in a slideshow. Why your company? Another question by the investors. Why your company? Why not X? Why not Y? Why not another Z company? So describe in simple terms the unique solution to the problems your company will provide, which is not available by others. So you have an edge in the market on your competitors. Then we talk about, or you must write in your presentation and show through PowerPoint, what is your business model? Discussing with the help of statistics and figures the cash flow, expected transaction, gross profit, per unit profit, net profit and cost of production, etc. Don't forget to mention the level of tax and how you will deal with it. So all these things are important. So if your company or your business model seems attractive, seems viable, only then an investor will pay you for that. When we talk about preparation, of course, for every presentation, you should be prepared in advance. A smart presenter rehearses well before making the presentation to the investor or financial institutions. When we do these rehearsals, we actually ask ourselves questions and we try to put ourselves in the shoes of an investor. I've added this visual aids here because visual aids in today's world, and especially while we are making presentation, play a pivotal role, and you have to use them very carefully, very diligently, so that you take good advantage of these available visual aids like your multimedia, like your speakers, like your mic. The last point in this business plan presentation is time management. Your presentation should be designed and presented very well. It should not take more than 20 or 25 minutes. If your presentation goes beyond half an hour, it is very much expected that the people become bored of you or they may lose their focus. Now we talk about building a strategic plan. A strategic plan is entrepreneur's powerful weapon to deal with hostile and ever changing environment. You know, today's market is dynamic. So you have to plan things in such a way that it meets the changing world. Strategic planning involves developing a game plan to guide a company as it strives to accomplish its vision, mission, goals, and objectives. So you have to keep on working and keep on improving your things and keep on planning so that you always become capable of meeting your goals and objectives. A solid strategic plan provides managers and employees a sense of direction. That means through this strategic plan, you understand, or your managers and employees understand that where they are heading, what is the direction, how they are going to get to the objectives or targets they have in their mind and they have in their plan. A strategic plan gives everyone a target to shoot for. That means it becomes an important weapon. You must know that what is your target and how you are going to get that target. On the other hand, it provides a yardstick to measure actual performance against those targets. Then, at the end of a year or quarter of a year or half year, you have your planning targets and their achievement records, that who has achieved to what level, how much is left behind, how much is to be achieved. Then we talk about intellectual capital. That is one source of a company's competitive advantage. That means that what are your human capital, what are your structural capital, what are your customer capital. All these three components are part of your competitive advantage. When we talk about human capital, it means we are talking about the talents, the creativity, the skill and ability of the company's workforce. Those people who are working for you, how capable they are, it is very important, and that is called the human capital of your company. Structural capital includes the experience of and knowledge of people in a company, also the processes, the software, the patents, and the copyrights, etc. So that means when we say that the structural capital of that company is strong, that means it is led and managed by experienced and knowledgeable people, and the processes, the system is good. People know how to deal with customers. They are always ready to improve themselves. There are the room for suggestions, and there are complaints box as well, and they keep on taking feedback from their customers. Then we talk about customer capital. It means the established relationship with customer, positive reputation, ongoing relationships and goodwill that has been built over time. You cannot gain your customer faith and trust overnight. You have to work very hard for years in order to make a reputation in the market. And once the customers start a faith on you, they trust you, then of course you will have a good relationship with these customers. When we talk about competitive advantage, that means the value proposition which sets a small business apart from its competitors and gives it a unique position in the market which is superior to its competitors. There are five aspects of business to define a company's competitive advantage. First, uniqueness of products. What is unique about the product this company sells? Do this company saves customers money or time? Is this company more reliable and dependable than the competitors in the market? Does this company save energy, environment, or provide more convenience to the customer? These things are very, very important, that what is unique about your product and how you deal with your customers. Then, uniqueness of services. What services does this company provide to deliver added value and a superior shopping experience to customers? That means if you serve your uh, customers well, you provide them good service, and you give them extra care, they will definitely be with you. Then we talk about the prices offer. Price is a vital tool to gain customers' attraction. There are points where you and your competitor may be selling almost same product or similar product, and your services are also same, and also the quality is the same. But you done is you have given a price which is more attractive. The, maybe you are selling at a lower price than your competitor, and you are still making maybe a little profit, a lower profit than the competitor, but by doing that, you can sell more, and by selling more, your volume would be more than that of your competitor. Then we talk about the method of sale. Method of sale means that how smartly the company is delivering product. Are their products available 24/7? Do they have any doorstep delivery system? Can a customer book order online? All these things play a vital role in marketing and your selling. If you are capable of developing a website through which the customers can book their orders, and you deliver that order within 48 hours or so, customer may prefer purchasing your product than somebody else's product who is maybe making the same quality product in the same price line. Commitment value is another very important factor in as a company's commitment, and how ethically and socially responsible are the people in a company are. Like that, when you make a commitment, you fulfill that. So the customer trusts you for your words, and they know that you are ethically and socially very responsible. When you say something, you mean it and you do it for your customers. Building a sustainable competitive advantage, you can see this diagram that it has been designed in such a way that there is industry structure and similarly foreign market structure. What we see that this is being divided in three parts. One is external market strategies, second is foreign market entry strategy, and third is internal market strategy. What we see that through industrial structure, The external market strategy is quality image, market profile. Similarly, foreign market structure also looks for your market profile and your quality image. Then we see that as far as foreign market entry strategy is concerned, that how collision formation or forward integration is being done through your company in this case. Then we talk about the internal market strategy. Internal market strategy means that your expertise, the culture of the company, information about technology, all these things become competitive advantage for you. Then what we see that because of this competitive advantage, sustained competitive advantage can be gained if distinctive competence and barriers to limitations are being done. So it all end up in your market success. Now let's talk about the strategic management process. The strategic management process is a continuous process consisting 9 steps. Step 1, develop a clear vision and translate into a meaningful mission statement. Step 2, assess the company's strengths and weaknesses. Step 3, scan the environment for significant opportunities and threats facing the business. Step 4, identify the key factors in the success in business. Step 5, analyze the competition. 6, create company goals and objectives. 7, formulate strategy options and select the appropriate strategies. Number 8, translate your strategic plan into action plan. And finally, we say that establish accurate controls. We'll discuss these points one by one. When we say strategic management process, step number 1, develop a clear vision and translate it into a meaningful mission statement. Vision provides direction, vision determines direction, vision inspires people. So, what it means that through vision you get direction, or the people working in the organization they get direction. Then their vision also determines what decisions these people should make. Vision inspire people. That means if you have a vision, if you know that there is something you have in your mind and maybe written, you are inspired by it, you are motivated by it. When we talk about mission statement, it is an enduring declaration of a company's purpose which addresses what business we are in. That means it tells that how and what we are going to make, what production will give or products will give to the market, how we will sell it to the customer. So, all this is your mission. Then we talk about the SWOT analysis. SWOT is SWOT. And these next 2 points are regarding the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis means that you first assess the company's strengths and weaknesses. That means strength. What is a strength? A strength is the positive internal factor which a company can use to accomplish its mission, goal, and objectives. So, you want to see that how strong you are, you'll have to see that what are the positive things you possess as an entrepreneur, and what is your team's position, how good or bad you are in marketing. All these strengths, where you have positive things, this is your strength. Similarly, when we talk about weaknesses, it is negative internal factor which inhabit of a company's mission, goal, and objective. That means that you also need to understand that what are the deficiencies you have, where you lack, what are the negative points your team has, where you are lacking in getting to the target. This is first part of your SWOT analysis, that is S and W. Now we look at the external part of it, and we talk about the opportunities and the threats. Positive external factors are your opportunities which a company can exploit to accomplish mission, goals, and objectives. So, when we scan the environment for significant opportunities, what we see the positive things which are available to us. Maybe because of this business, your rival has left you for certain points, like he or she has closed their outlet in one specific market or shopping mall. Now you have an opportunity to come up and open your outlet there. On the other hand, threats, negative external forces which inhibit a company's ability to achieve its mission, goals, and objectives. So that means that you have threat from your competitor. Maybe you look that in this specific field, new entrants are entering, and as a result, the market profit level is going down. So you got to be very careful about these things, and you must analyze your SWOT analysis.